Beginning the broadcast today, as producers know, extreme weather conditions can cause financial strain on a farm, and 2019 was chock full of them. Market Journal's Maddie McIntosh recently spoke with Nebraska Extension Farm and Ranch Management Analyst Glennis McClure about the stress producers may be feeling and how Nebraska Extension is here to help.
Spring of 2019 in Nebraska is not a time many in the agriculture world will recall fondly. Floods, blizzards, and a canal collapse left producers wondering how they would navigate the long road ahead. And with COVID-19 in 2020, the new restrictions and policies have taken a toll on the industry as well.
With the conditions that the cattle were under, that caused some low birth weights rates actually this year, and many of the fields stayed underwater, and so again, a lot of the fields still need to be rebuilt or aren't even producible yet this year. But the low commodity prices having to do with the trade wars, the lingering effects also of the African swine fever in China has caused havoc with the market. Now with the COVID situation, farmers are getting out and getting busy in the fields now, which hopefully is a real positive thing for them. But we've seen recently cattle prices really falling off. Dairy prices, we've heard about the cases where some of the milk's getting dumped. Really, I guess with things contributing over the last several years, the farm debt increasing has really contributed to a lot of things.
For those feeling the stress on their farms, Nebraska Extension is spreading the word about ways to seek help both financially and mentally.
Our folks in the Ag Economics Department really started 2 programs this last year. We have 4 area economists that provided a program called Know Your Numbers, Know Your Options. But we do have a group of us that are working on getting that program online. So you'll see that eventually. Then also, Nebraska Strong Financial Services was a new program started by Dr. Corey Walters and others in the department. And this is a program where we work individually with farm families and look at their financial situation, sort of one-on-one. We help them with cash flow planning. Benchmarking is a big part of that program, whereas if you determine where you're at financially, how do you compare to others that are maybe doing well, or sort of the top 1/3 or the different categories. So all of this is to help folks look at their analysis and to be able to make some decisions utilizing good, sound financial information. The Rural Response Hotline is very active. They do have some vouchers available for mental health services. And so that is a really key place to send folks or to have folks call and visit at this point in time. Also, of course, we have the Suicide Prevention Hotline that if the situation looks like that and you've determined that someone is thinking of that, try to get them to visit with someone on the hotline. And then the University of Nebraska, we have a team of folks, a rural wellness team, and we have a rural wellness website. And so there's a wealth of resources on there, and I would suggest or have folks take a look at that and use the resources that we posted on that line.
If there's one thing Nebraskans are good at, it's looking out for each other. Through thick and thin, communities within the state have continued to show how strong they are. And in these uncertain times, Glennis says that's more important than ever.
It's really, really important to try to be a good listener to those folks and to help them connect with resources. Don't just let it go. I know right now it's so challenging in that we don't see a lot of people day to day, but hopefully we're staying connected and visiting with them and checking in on them. And if you really sense that something is really going sort of haywire, make sure you really help them connect with the resources.
Reporting for Market Journal, I'm Maddie McIntosh.